An egg seems like one of the easiest foods on earth, right up until you try to cook it perfectly. It looks so simple. Crack it, heat it, eat it. But that tiny thing can turn on you fast. Pull it off the heat a little too early, and the white is still loose, slippery, and not quite there. Leave it on just a little too long, and the yolk can go from glossy and rich to thick, pasty, and then dry around the edges. That is what makes eggs so interesting. They are basic, but they are not forgiving. A few extra seconds can completely change the bite. So if you like seeing everyday food in a smarter way, subscribe. Because the first thing we need to understand is what heat is really doing inside an egg. Inside every egg, there is a quiet little battle between water, protein, and fat. The water is what keeps the egg soft and delicate. The protein is what gives it shape. And the fat, most of it sitting in the yolk, is what gives eggs that rich, rounded flavor that makes them feel bigger and more satisfying than they actually are. But once heat gets involved, everything starts changing. The proteins begin tightening, almost like a net pulling itself together. If the heat is gentle, that net holds onto moisture, and you get something tender, creamy, and smooth. But if the heat goes too far, the net squeezes too tightly. Moisture gets pushed out, and suddenly the egg feels rubbery, chalky, or dry. That is the real rule behind almost every egg style. You are not just cooking an egg, you are trying to control a reaction. And once you understand that, the yolk becomes the part that matters most. The runny yolk group is where eggs stop acting like a simple, solid food and start acting more like a built-in sauce. Think about a fried egg sitting on toast, a poached egg on top of a burger, or a soft egg broken open over rice or noodles. The white gives the egg its shape, but the yolk is the reason people get excited. When that yolk stays liquid, it spreads into everything around it. It coats bread, potatoes, meat, noodles, and sauce with a warm, fatty layer that makes the whole plate feel richer. This is why one broken yolk can make a very simple meal suddenly feel heavier, smoother, and more complete. It is not just decoration. It changes how the rest of the food eats. But this stage is extremely fragile. Add just a little more heat, and that golden sauce stops flowing. It starts thickening into something slower, richer, and almost jammy. Once the yolk moves beyond fully runny, the whole egg changes personality. It is no longer something that floods the plate the moment you cut into it. It becomes something you can slice, hold, and layer. A jammy yolk is the sweet spot for a lot of people because it still looks glossy and luxurious, but it does not immediately run everywhere. That makes it perfect for ramen bowls, salads, toast, breakfast plates, and anything where you want richness without turning the whole dish messy. Push the cooking further, and the yolk becomes firm. Push it even further, and it starts to get dry, crumbly, and a little chalky. From the outside, the egg might not look that different, but inside, those extra minutes have completely changed its job. A runny yolk is there to spread. A jammy yolk is there to hold together. A firm yolk is there to slice, pack, and stay controlled. Then you get to beaten eggs, where everything changes again.
With scrambled eggs, the yolk and white are no longer two separate textures. They are mixed into one moving,
shifting mixture before the heat even starts doing its work. So instead of creating a clear white and a liquid center, the heat creates curds. And those curds decide whether the eggs feel soft and luxurious or dry and forgettable. Low heat with steady movement gives you small, glossy curds that feel almost creamy, like a warm spread. Higher heat, less stirring, or a little too much time gives you larger, firmer pieces that can feel bouncy or dry. When you add butter, cream, or cheese, you are not just adding flavor. You are changing the way the proteins tighten, making the eggs taste richer and feel smoother. That is why scrambled eggs can feel expensive or cheap, even when they start with the same ingredient. It usually comes down to heat, motion, and how much moisture survives. And once that beaten mixture becomes stable enough, eggs stop being just soft food and start becoming structure. That is where eggs become more than breakfast. They become architecture. An omelet is not just a pile of beaten eggs with some fillings thrown in. It is a soft, flexible sheet that has to be strong enough to wrap around cheese, vegetables, meat, or sauce without tearing apart the second you move it. And an egg patty pushes that idea even further. It has to be round, even, stackable, and firm enough to sit inside a breakfast sandwich without leaking into the bread or sliding out the back. This is one reason fast food eggs often feel different from eggs you cook at home. They are not only made for taste, they are made to hold a shape, survive heat, fit neatly inside a bun or muffin, and be eaten with one hand while you are on the move. But the moment eggs stop sitting directly against a hot pan, the texture shifts again. Now the pan is not in control anymore. Water, steam, and sauce start taking over. When eggs cook in water, steam, or sauce, they lose those sharp browned edges you get from direct contact with a hot surface. There is usually no crispy bottom, no golden crust, and no oily edge. Instead, the heat moves around the egg more gently. A poached egg sets from the outside inward, giving you a tender white wrapped around a soft, rich center. Steamed eggs can become almost custard-like because the heat is slow, even, and less aggressive. And when eggs cook inside a sauce, like a tomato-based skillet dish, the white starts picking up flavor from the liquid around it, while the yolk stays protected in the middle. So the cooking medium completely changes the eating experience. A pan gives you contrast. Water gives you tenderness. Steam gives you silkiness. Sauce gives you flavor from every side. But not every egg is designed to be eaten hot. Some egg styles really begin after the cooking is already finished. Cold eggs are their own category because the biggest change often happens after the heat is gone. A boiled egg becomes useful because it is stable. You can slice it, chill it, pack it, put it on a salad, or eat it straight from the fridge without worrying about it falling apart. Pickled eggs go even further. The acid moves into the white over time, making it firmer, tangier, and sharper against the richness of the yolk. Then you have deviled eggs and egg salad, where the texture changes through mixing instead of more cooking. The yolk gets mashed with fat, acid, mustard, seasoning, or mayo until it becomes creamy again, almost like a filling or spread. And the white becomes the container, the topping, or the structure that holds everything together. So some egg styles are not really about the pan, the water, or the oven. They are about what you do to the egg after it has already set. And that leads to the hidden truth: egg styles are not just cooking methods. They are texture designs. A runny yolk is built to spread. A jammy yolk is built to feel rich without making a mess. A firm yolk is built to slice, pack, and stay in place. Scrambled eggs are all about curds. Omelets are about folding. Egg patties are about stacking. Cold eggs are about mixing, filling, chilling, or carrying. So when someone asks, "How do you want your eggs?" the real question is much bigger than it sounds. They are basically asking, what job should this egg do? Should it act like a sauce, a soft topping, a creamy filling, a sturdy protein layer, a snack you can pack and take with you? It is the same ingredient, but the eating experience can feel completely different. So the smarter choice is not to memorize every egg name like a menu test. It is to think about the bite you actually want. If the egg is going on toast, a burger, potatoes, noodles, or a bowl of rice, a softer yolk can work like a built-in sauce. If it needs to survive inside a sandwich, wrap, or lunchbox, a firmer egg is usually the better choice. If you want something soft, warm, and comforting, gentle scrambled eggs or a soft omelet are built for that creamy texture. And if you want something cold, practical, and easy to prep ahead, boiled eggs, mixed eggs, or egg salad make more sense. Eggs are not just cooked, they are shaped for texture, mess, richness, convenience, and control. Now you know what the egg is really doing. Subscribe for more everyday food decoded.